It is round 4 of the Formula One season. Blue skies above the circuit and the heat is very much on.
It's so close at the front, they can't afford to break a metre or two early. They can't leave any time on the table if they want to be on pole position. And that means taking risks.
So this is just about getting out of the bottom 6, but already Lewis Hamilton pushing Martin, but not being able to complete a full lap perfectly. Bottas goes fastest, 1:34.1. Sebastian Vettel goes second fastest.
Yeah, that's a solid time from Vettel.
This is Hamilton down to turn 8.
Back end stepped out a little bit. That was all just a bit clumsy, wasn't it? It's unusual for Lewis.
Fernando Alonso goes 13th fastest. Oh, Jolyon Palmer's gone into the wall.
Okay, Jay, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
It is turn 4. He's clipped the inside curve, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Some more work for the boys tonight.
And that's what happened to Pascal Wehrlein, Martin, down at turn 13.
Yeah. Lobs it in. Back end says, "You're kidding me. You're not expecting to go in that fast, are you?"
A 34.4 and a 33.0 for Felipe Massa in terms of sectors, and it's a time that gives him a 1:35.6. Kimi Raikkonen, 1:34.0 on the ultra-soft tyre. What's interesting, though, is Pole has led the first lap of every single Grand Prix here as well, even with that slipstream. Bottas goes fastest with a 1:33.2, so he's 7 tenths up on Kimi Raikkonen. Verstappen goes 4th fastest, but look, there's Red Bull 2 seconds off, and Sebastian Vettel is 7 tenths off then in his Ferrari. Is this good enough for the top 10 then for Sergio Perez? It is just by the skin of his teeth. He's 9th fastest, but he's under pressure from Esteban Ocon, his teammate behind him. Fernando Alonso is only 15th fastest. He's out, doesn't make Q3. McLaren's still waiting for that. Carlos Sainz crosses the line. He's 11th fastest. He's missed out on Q3. Can Lance Stroll get into it for a second time? No, he can't. Started well and faded away. What happened to Lance Stroll?
And that's why he lost time in the final sector. Picked up throttle on top of the curb.
So Fernando Alonso then out of qualifying. Danny Kvyat not overly happy with his run for Toro Rosso, who have both drivers starting outside the top 10. And Sebastian Vettel, Lewis Hamilton, Kimi Raikkonen and Valtteri Bottas look like the 4 that will be going for pole in a few moments' time.
They're getting out there really early, aren't they? They're going to wait at the end of the pit lane. This is a very interesting strategy here from Mercedes-Benz. Is he going to send one up the inside on the brakes? Yes, he is. Now Lewis fancies repassing the Renault.
Sure, quite dangerously.
It's the outlap. He wants track position. Just because the other car's painted silver, it doesn't give it any more rights.
Here is Kimi Raikkonen then, a 1:33.2. His teammate Sebastian Vettel giving it absolutely everything. Lost time. Kimi Raikkonen then on provisional pole at the moment from his teammate Sebastian Vettel. Valtteri Bottas has the upper hand by 2 tenths of a second, but he is not on pole by 3/100ths of a second. Here comes Lewis Hamilton over the line, and he has backed off, made a mistake, made an error, who knows, but he is only 4th fastest.
He didn't have any rear grip when he got to the final corner. He's really fighting the car through there as Lewis Hamilton. So that's wide in 13 then, and he ended up doing a 34.4, 1.2 off pole.
Raikkonen has 5/100ths up through the first 2 sectors, and Bottas, look at that, brilliant first sector from him, over 2 tenths up. What about Sebastian Vettel next? And he's 2 tenths up through the middle sector, so Raikkonen's got it all to do here. His teammate is making gains, and Bottas is making gains too, and Hamilton has done a 33.6 for the first sector, fastest we've seen so far. Kimi Raikkonen can't improve. Sebastian Vettel could nick pole.
Horrible final corner for Raikkonen there. Bottas flying, Vettel flying. Hamilton's really on a hot lap too. This is going to be so close.
Here goes Sebastian Vettel then, round the final corner. Hamilton's got a bit of time in hand, but is it enough? Sebastian Vettel puts his Ferrari on pole for the first time since Singapore in 2015, but he has 2 contenders queuing up behind him to take that pole off him. And here comes Valtteri Bottas, and he's only 3rd fastest. Mercedes not on the front row yet. It is a Ferrari front row lockout, unless Hamilton can get on pole, and he can't. Ferrari, for the first time since France in 2008, have locked out the front row.
You've got it. You've got it. That was a Sebastian Vettel lap.
Yes, 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 yes.
Ferrari 1 and 2, Mercedes 3 and 4, Red Bull 5 and 7 with Felipe Massa right in the middle. Nico Hülkenberg, another fine qualifying performance from him. 2 Force Indias in the top 10. And that's a qualifying that we are going to sit down and watch again tonight because it's well worth it.